times that your pulse oximeter is showing a low saturation? Is your pulse oximeter working properly? Are you using your pulse oximeter in a correct way? And which is the best budget pulse oximeter available online? To know answers for all these questions, let's get into a small experiment using my pulse oximeters collection. Those who don't know me, I'm Dr. Nasreen. I work as a medical officer with Ministry of Labour, Government of India.
We are going to compare the results of these 4 pulse oximeters. The first one we have is from Dr. Trust, the second one is from Intex, and the third and fourth are from a new brand called Fitco. Let's start with them. I have arranged new batteries of same company for all of them to avoid any differences in the readings just because of the battery power. To ensure that our results are correct, let's give the sensors some time to readjust. As you can see, the pulse rate is more or less similar in all of the pulse oximeters, whereas there are differences in the saturation. If we see one by one, Dr. Trust is showing 99 consistently, and shockingly, the Fitco is showing 93 to 94. The Intex one is showing 99, and the another model of Fitco is showing 96. So obviously within a span of minutes a patient can't be having these different oxygen levels. So which is right and which is wrong? I trust the Dr. Trust pulse oximeter completely because I have been using this since 2016. This is the one I bought offline during my medical school to check my patients. This has been very consistent with the results, so I completely trust this. So when compared to this, the Fitco is doing a pretty bad job because it's very disturbing for patients, because the treatment protocol for saturation above 94 is completely different for the treatment below 94. Below 94, the patient may even need hospital admission. There is a big difference in these brands. The first reason being COVID and COVID generated demand. During COVID, lot of new companies came into existence and they start manufacturing all pulse oximeters, masks and gloves without any quality check. Because if there was a proper quality check, we shouldn't have seen this difference in the calibration of the sensors. Whereas I am surprised to see the performance of Intex because it's also a pretty new manufacturer. And it's almost very close to Dr. Trust, and it's almost half the price of Dr. Trust.
So, what are the key takeaways from our experiment? The first one is, due to the high demand for pulse oximeters during COVID, many new companies came into existence and started manufacturing pulse oximeters without any proper quality check. That is the main reason for the differences in calibrations in the sensors which we have seen in our experiment. Whereas in a minute, a person can't be showing 94 and 99 saturation at the same time. So, next time, don't go to a local shop and buy any random pulse oximeter which the shopkeeper gives you, even charging you nearly 2000 to 2500, which is the cost for Dr. Trust and many good branded pulse oximeters online. The only thing is, if you order it in an advanced situation where you are not in an emergency, you'll get it at a good price and you'll get a good brand. The second takeaway is, pulse oximeter is an essential device. Not only COVID, even after COVID, you may have old people at home, you may have your parents at home who may be suffering from heart diseases, lung diseases, cancers and many more diseases which definitely needs monitoring of oxygen saturation. So, a pulse oximeter is definitely a basic medical gadget that everyone should have in their homes. I hope you find the video useful, and if you want to buy any of those pulse oximeters which I have showed in the video, the links for the same are available in the description box below.